Okay, now the next thing we need to talk about is using your agent. Also, how can one agent have multiple skills? To do that, one of the first thing you need to understand is you are still in the current session, and the current session you are currently in, you need to, you can decide to continue the current session or you can close it. If you click on this, it goes back to all your session, and then if you click on it again, you can also go back to the previous session you're in. Now, the next thing we want to do is adding these multiple skills that we created to our QA agent engineer. So let's see if it's actually included it. Nope, it wasn't included. The skills were created, but it wasn't linked to the QA engineer. Now let's instruct it. Another way to do it is you can specify it. That is skills routing. Introduce skill routing to the QA engineer agent. It should be aware of the two QA skills. Now, we're telling you to introduce skill routing to the QA engineer agent. You should be aware of the two QA skills. Update the QA engineer agent file. Now, what it's doing here is let's review what it just did. Oh, it's still working on it. Now, what we want it to do is it should be aware that those two skills does exist. You have access to specialized QA skills for a specific workflow. When to use it, creating a detailed bug report, categorizing defects, prioritizing issues, analyzing root cause, and organizing QA findings for development teams. Now, you can invoke it with /QA, followed by the issue description, environment details. And these are the key capabilities. Also, the skills QA tools, you can also specify that as well, and you can specify when it can be invoked. Now, while this is nice to do, there are other ways that this also could be handled. And such ways include, let's keep this. Thank you, our default agent, for doing that. Now, another way to also do that is you can specify that when a task matches the criteria for one of the skills, import you can autocomplete. Then you can create a table for that. Let's copy this table, even though we only need just two. Now you could specify when performing bug testing. Okay, what do we want it to do? It should use the agent /skills /QA flow. QA flow / the skills itself. And then also here, when performing image related task, thank you, you should use this agent. There you go. Now here, this has been infused into, let's specify this task and the skill part. Now this has been specified that when you're performing the bug testing, you should use the script, these skills. Also, when performing image related tasks, you should use these skills. Let's be mindful of the credit that you're using. You can also click on this to also have more context around that in this particular context window. And click on GitHub, you can see the full information here. Now let's proceed. Now let's prompt our agent, our AI QA engineer, to use this skill set. You can specify that you would like your QA agent to do that, or you can delegate the task to the CEO. But in this case, let's see the QA agent perform it. Now let's get in an image online that can do that. Or let's use, let's see. Now we are asking it to give us a bug report analysis on the super app, if any. On the super app, this is fine. Oops, we are out of our token. Now, while we're out of the token, um, let me explain what it's trying to do here. It's saying that the user is asking to provide a bug report analysis on the super app. However, it's currently in a QA engineering mode, as indicated by the model instruction. Basically, it's kind of like going through the task and the ask that was actually configured for the AI agent. And it's also saying that, however, it needs to be careful here. The user might be asking to analyze existing tests. So it needs to be, it's going to perform its own understanding of the request. So once this is done, the QA agent, the QA agent will be able to perform the analysis using the skills that has been specified.